Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to PCT Podcast, episode 27. I really don't want to say it's a podcast simply because I'm going to be the only one talking tonight, and that is a-okay. We're still having an awesome discussion, so let's be sure to leave your comments in the live chat right now, just so we can have an awesome discussion tonight. I'm mainly going to touch on three big things that I thought were important this week. One film thing, one TV show thing, and video game news. So real quick. I guess I just kind of want to introduce myself. My name is Jalen from Pop Culture Today. This week really didn't do a whole lot. Just been playing with Jake, Minecraft wise. Jake isn't going to be here because his mom is currently feeling a little under the weather, so he's tending to her right now. Understandable, and everyone else is currently busy doing their own thing. So it's just gonna be me this week, and I don't know. This is gonna be kind of interesting because this is the first podcast out of 27 of these that it's just one person talking, so this will be a little interesting, a little different, but regardless, we're going to make it the best that we can, and we're not going to skip a single beat. So jumping right into it, ladies and gentlemen, our first piece of news that we got this past week was that Vivica A. Fox, she very renowned actress, I mainly know her from Kill Bill, volume 1, that is. Vivica A. Fox wants Quentin Tarantino to make a Kill Bill Volume 3, and not only that, but Vivica A. Fox has also proposed that Zendaya to play her daughter in Kill Bill Volume 3. And so if you're kind of, if you're not caught up on Kill Bill, which please check it out. I don't know if it's still on Netflix. It was on Netflix pretty recently, but I highly suggest you guys check it out. It's an amazing movie. Both of them are. Vivica A. Fox's character dies pretty early on in the movie, and the bride kills her just brutally in a kitchen, and her daughter, Vivica A. Fox's daughter, I believe her name in the movie was Vernita. Vernita's daughter is like standing there watching the bride kill her mom, and the bride talks to Vernita's daughter. She's like, when you grow up and you're still mad about this, come find me and we can fight then, and stuff like that. So I guess and keep in mind, Kill Bill Volume 3, it has not been confirmed whatsoever. We do not know that Kill Bill Volume 3 is happening. Tarantino hasn't said anything about it. There has been a lot of rumors and speculation that Tarantino's only going to make 10 movies in his, career, and then he's going to, retire, which that sounds pretty reasonable. With that being said, the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was his ninth film, so his upcoming film will most likely be his last film, and a lot of people want him to return to somewhat of his roots, where granted the Kill Bill franchise wasn't his first movies, but they were his pretty early on in his career. So Vivica A. Fox wants this storyline to continue in Volume 3, and wants that cycle of revenge to continue within Volume 3, because as we know, in Volume 1 and 2, the bride, Uma Thurman's character, was going after Bill for, ruining her wedding reception, ruining her life, essentially, putting her in a coma, making her miss out on life. I believe she was also pregnant, if I'm not mistaken. So, just really ruined a lot of stuff that was going good for her at the time. And, what it seems like early theory suggests is that this third movie will continue that cycle of violence, and Zendaya, Vernita Green's daughter in the movie, will once again be trying to kill the bride in this scenario. Now, one thing that interests me, a lot of things interest me about the story, actually. I love Kill Bill, I love Quentin Tarantino films. All of this news right now is really getting me happy, because this is a movie that I would love to see. Another thing that's cool about this news that not a lot of people are talking about is the fact that the bride has a daughter of her own. She wouldn't be quite as old as Vernita Green's daughter, a little bit younger, but let's be real, right? The bride has 100% trained her daughter to her fullest capabilities, because I think Uma Thurman's character is pretty smart. I highly doubt she's just gonna live life and be like, yeah, I killed all those people, and now I can live in peace and harmony now that Bill's dead and I have my daughter with me. There's no way. The bride has been training her daughter to kill ever since they finally reunited, and I can see if I'm gonna free ball this from the top of my head, I can see honestly kind of like a Last of Us Part Two scenario in this storyline, in the sense that Zendaya will most likely kill the bride, and she will most likely kill Uma Thurman's character. The thing is, I will see Uma Thurman's daughter going after Zendaya's character, and at by the end of the story, we're going to see whether or not they come to terms with everything that's happened and let bygones be bygones, because they were both wrong in some way, shape, or form, or if they actually fight to the death, and we'll see who wins. Regardless, those are the only two possible endings I could really see for this movie, and I'm also curious to see what they would title it, because technically you're not killing Bill anymore. Bill's already dead. I mean, it would make sense if they called it a Kill Bill Volume 3. Technically, that's fine. It's not, it's a story set in that world, but I think it will, I'm interested to see what they do with the title, if they do call it Kill Bill Volume 3, if they call it, something else along those lines. But I will say, Kill Bill Volume 3 for Quentin Tarantino's final film, that sounds insane. And this is coming from someone who, like I said, I love almost every single Quentin Tarantino film. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was my favorite. Inglourious Basterds, definitely probably my least favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. But one thing I will say about all his films is that they're all amazing in their own respect. I haven't seen a single Quentin Tarantino movie where I was like, wow, that was bad. So with this being said, I am super excited to see what Tarantino decides to do for his 10th and final film. And this is going to be very interesting, because I don't think a lot of people knew that he was only going to make 10 films. This is most likely going to be it for him, which, like I said earlier, understandable. If you have a successful career, you don't want to milk it. And you can even apply that to video games, like Notch in Minecraft. Man, that dude sold Minecraft to Microsoft, and he was like, I'm out of here. Whatever happens to that game happens. I made a great game. I made a game that people fell in love with, and that's all that matters. And I respect that. I respect that mindset. So whether or not Kill Bill Volume 3 happens, even if it doesn't, this will forever be some awesome, just fan theories that will live on for a long time. And regardless, I think some form of Kill Bill Volume 3 will happen, whether it be a movie or a TV show, because Quentin Tarantino has also said that he's open to doing TV shows once he's done with his films. So maybe this will be a Netflix original. We see that Quentin Tarantino has a lot of his films on Netflix and exclusivity deals. Like we see the Hateful Eight extended edition on Netflix. So it's really going to be a guessing game up until we hear official word from Tarantino himself. But I for one, it's Zendaya's Vernita Green's daughter. That will be a happy resolution, in my opinion. On to some other news as far as entertainment goes. Disney Plus just announced that they have delayed the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the Disney Plus exclusive, due to coronavirus. It's I feel like listening to things get delayed nowadays isn't that big a deal anymore, because things have been delayed since April. But this will shift the Disney Plus lineup a bit as far as the MCU shows go. So this was actually slated to come out next month in August, which I didn't even know was supposed to come out next month. I thought it was going to be later in the fall. I was not expecting to read that headline and see that it was going to come out in August. I was very surprised about that. So I guess me personally, I'm not really missing out on anything, because I was expecting it to come out later anyway. But for those of you who were looking forward to this, and this news does suck, I understand that. Disney Plus has also came out and said that other shows like The Mandalorian Season 2 is still slated for October, so maybe this is more of a Marvel thing that they're trying to tweak on. They are trying to push out quite a few films and TV shows all at the same time, so resources are going to be scarce. They were filming Black Widow and Eternals and probably starting Shang-Chi all simultaneously, and along with the TV shows, so resources are very scarce right now due to COVID and restrictions and stuff like that. And this makes sense. Like I said, this doesn't come out as a surprise at all. If you were surprised that Falcon Winter Soldier got canceled, I don't know what to say. But I also have, this mini theory that some of this might have to do with the recent Sebastian Stan, scandals, I guess, and, his relations with racist people and things he said and things his wife said and stuff like that. I feel like, Disney didn't want to release this TV show under these circumstances. So I feel like that, I'm not saying played a huge role, but it definitely did play a smaller role in it in the grand scheme of things. But Disney Plus, I'm not, like I said, I'm not freaking out about it. I wasn't super excited for it, I guess. Phases 1 through 3 in the MCU wrapped everything up perfectly. I had my beginning, middle, and end. I might watch these extended, TV shows and stuff like that in movies, but as far as I'm concerned, Phase 4, all these TV shows, it's not something I'm super excited about, I guess. Definitely going to be interesting, nonetheless, but I mean, being someone who's seen all these movies since its genesis, since 2008, I just feel like I'm not missing out on anything if I don't watch these. So Falcon Winter Soldier, as of right now, still doesn't have a release date. Disney has not came out and said a release date. They have said they will try to get one out soon, but yeah, really interesting there. Really late. Like I said, I did not know this TV show was supposed to premiere next month, but I wonder what this means for Loki and WandaVision and whatever Marvel TV shows they have planned for Disney Plus. What if, I wonder what this means for all of those, because as we saw with the cancel or the delay of Black Widow, that pushed back Eternals, that pushed back Shang-Chi, that pushed a lot of things back. And I wonder if the same thing's going to happen on Disney Plus, where we see a lot of these MCU shows starting to get pushed back now because of this delay, as well as other shows like Mandalorian season 2, like that premieres in October. Disney and or Marvel and Lucasfilm work hand in hand because they're both owned by Disney. A lot of their resources are shared. So I mean, if one of the TV shows, if one of the the properties that they're currently working on doesn't have the resources to even get their show out on time, why would something like Mandalorian season 2 also be out on time? I can see that being delayed as well for a month or two. See that as a Christmas or January release on Disney Plus. So we will have to find out. Only time will tell, and we will be the first to let you know when Falcon the Winter Soldier gets a new release date. Moving on to some gaming news for the week. Call of Duty 2020 has yet to be revealed. All we know as of right now is that it is being worked on by Treyarch. Everything else is rumors and speculation. Nothing's confirmed as far as we know. But earlier in the week, it was listed. Call of Duty 2020 was listed on the Microsoft Store. And it was very interesting. A lot of people didn't know what to think of this. So the listing on the Microsoft Store was called the Red Door, and it was listed as a shooter by Activision. The description for the game reads: "There is more than one truth. If you go looking for answers, be ready to question everything, except that nothing will ever be the same. The Red Door awaits. Do you dare step through it?" And then it was also said on this page that the game is 81.65 gigabytes and rated M for mature, which it all sounds reasonable. Anyone can realistically come up with something that sounds cool and say, yeah, it's gonna be about 90 gigs and it's rated M for mature. Realistically speaking, anyone can do that. Call of Duty is very formulaic, and with its recent game releases, we can kind of expect game sizes and stuff like that. So once again, this was leaked, not confirmed. Treyarch hasn't said anything. Call of Duty hasn't said anything. Charlie and Sale hasn't said anything about Call of Duty 2020. Nothing's confirmed as of right now. But I will say, I grew up playing Call of Duty. I played all the older ones on PS3 and Xbox 360 and whatnot. And Call of Duty is pretty much a dead franchise for me. Seeing that this game has not been announced and we're well into July, normally they get announced in May, at the latest maybe the first week of June. Seeing that this game has not been announced is pretty interesting, to say the least. It raises a lot of concern for me, a person who it feels like I've seen Call of Duty deteriorate over the years. The last great Call of Duty game I played was Black Ops 2, and the last good one was Black Ops 3. Anything after that, in my opinion, has been lackluster and has not, lived up to the Call of Duty name. With that being said, there's a lot of rumors and speculation that Call of Duty 2020 is, a Black Ops reboot, and as we know, Treyarch is working on it. Sledgehammer is not anymore, so that 3-year cycle is gone. But it's rumored that this is a Black Ops reboot similar to Modern Warfare 2019, and it's gonna be, it's gonna have similar characters. We might see Woods and Alex Mason and whatnot, but it's gonna be a completely different story. Probably a lot more gritty and grounded. As far as zombies goes, that's gonna be that's gonna be up in the air for a lot of people as well, because Jason Blumdale is no longer with Treyarch. He left on good terms and stuff like that, just to move on. So Call of Duty, 2020, it's gonna be a very interesting game from all angles and forms, because this isn't going to be a Black Ops game that people have grown to love. Black Ops 4 was really, I think, the last straw for a lot of people, and I think if anything, a lot of people just want a breath of fresh air when it comes to COD. No one really wants to see or play, I should say, a watered down version of something we once loved, years and years ago. So, knowing me, I'll probably buy the game anyway. I complain about all these games every single year, ever since Infinite Warfare, but I end up buying them anyway just to try them out and give them, the good old Jalen review. But yeah, only time will tell. Once again, we are still awaiting a official announcement from Treyarch, Activision, Call of Duty, anybody, what this new Call of Duty game is, what it's going to be about. Rumor has said that they're going to do, they're going to announce the game in a Fortnite style way, and Warzone. The stadium in Warzone will open and show like a trailer or whatever the case may be for Call of Duty 2020. So that is the rumor as of right now. And earlier today, actually, Call of Duty did tweet out a picture of the stadium and says, so that's why the doors aren't open yet, or something like that. It's something along those lines. So I really do feel like we will be getting a Call of Duty 2020 announcement within the next week or so. I just don't see them getting, any closer to August or even September and then announcing the game, because that's just not in Call of Duty fashion. I don't know if it's because they're waiting on, to announce the price, whatever the case may be, because as we know, game prices will most likely be increasing to $70 for this next generation. I honestly just don't know what they're waiting for. Maybe the game is just not in a finished state, although we have heard conflicting rumors that the game is, is in a good stance right now. Everything's going good. But if everything's going good, then why haven't we heard anything about the game thus far? So it raises a lot of question. It raises a lot of concern, personally for me at least, because once you get used to seeing a pattern every single year of a new Call of Duty release around this time, it throws you off whenever it's not announced at that time. So yeah, we will just have to wait and see what's going to go on with Call of Duty 2020 there. But that's going to conclude this podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's very short, a little different, but regardless, I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Hopefully next week everyone's back and we can have a longer discussion, something that you guys are more used to, of course. And but yeah, I hope I did good. I hope I entertained you guys. I hope I caught you up to speed on some of the more important news of the week as far as entertainment goes and whatnot. And yeah, so I hope you guys stay safe. Have a wonderful weekend. Keep wearing your mask. Keep social distancing. Be smart. Be courteous. And I'll see you guys later. As always, have a wonderful day, and thank you for joining me. Peace out, guys.